What's going on and welcome back. As you saw at the beginning of this video, I stopped at Ram Clutches today. So I've got some awesome things to show you. So you don't want to miss it, so stick around. But first I want to talk about a few things. So I know my latest videos haven't been super exciting. Right now for Project Stepchild, we're just gathering parts. For Cloud 9, we're doing a lot of prep work before we can start putting the new parts on that car. So bear with me, things are going to get more exciting. But like I said, Project Stepchild, most of what we're doing right now is we're gathering parts because I want to have everything together so that when I do all the installs, I've got everything I need. I don't have to stop. I don't have to try to look for something, a part I need or anything like that. So bear with me on that. For Cloud 9, we're trying to prep the engine bay because we want the car to look good. Candy's going to take it to shows, car meets, and stuff like that. So not only do we want to make it badass and have a good amount of power and be a fun street car, but we want it to look really good because I want her to be able to show it off. And as we do this, she's learning and she'll get the experience of what it's like to build a car. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. We both work full time, so we do this whenever we can, whenever we do have the time to spend out there in the shop. So just stick around, hang with us. It's gonna get more exciting, trust me. You're not gonna wanna miss these two builds. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about is on one of my last videos, I got a comment that I wasn't showing enough of the work being done. Now, I took this not as a negative comment, I took this as a positive comment, because if I don't know what you guys want to see, then what I put out is kind of what I have in my mind that is something that I want to share. Now, if there's something that I'm leaving out or information that I'm not saying or anything like that, leave a comment in these videos. That will only help this channel get better. That only help me get better to show what I'm doing and what you guys really want to see. Because when it comes down to it, yes, the car, Stepchild is mine, Cloud 9 is Candy's. It's our car, it's our builds, but the channel is for you guys. So please, any of the videos, this video, any of the past videos, leave a comment, join in. This is my way to share a build with the other car enthusiasts out there. So if I don't know what you want to see, I'm going to film what I think is the best, and it may not be. So like I said, leave a comment, help me help you, so to speak, and we'll get you the content you want to see. All right, so having said all that, we're going to get to the point of this video. Now, I did stop by Ram Clutches today, and I picked up the clutch. I'm going to do an unboxing video. I usually don't do like a full unboxing, but I think this warrants that. It's when we opened the box, when I stopped there and I was talking to Mike, and we opened the box, it's an amazing piece of equipment that they're producing there. It's awesome. It's worthy of hanging on your wall. This thing is beautiful. So, but anyway, I'm gonna do a full unboxing and show you guys what we went over and talk about some things that Mike mentioned to me that you'll want to do when installing one of these clutches. So stick around and watch the whole video. You don't want to miss it. Here we go. All right, so when you order a Ram clutch, or at least this clutch, this is how it's going to come packaged. I do want to show you that so you can see the care that they take into this, into their packaging in everything that they do. I do want to show you this. So here's the part number that we're running. This is the Pro Street Dual Disc 900 series clutch. It's, hopefully you can see that, Ford modular 8-bolt steel 26 spline. We're running 26 spline because we are running the T56 Magnum transmission. The MT82, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's a 23 spline. I do want to show you this as well. I thought this was really cool. Mike showed me this. This is the alignment tool. I really want you guys to see this because this thing is pretty awesome. Now this is going to help with your alignment in a couple of different ways. So let's get this out. Let me show you this thing. Look at that. Sorry for the camera shadow, but I'm kind of in the light here. But just take a look at that. That is the alignment tool. This is steel, all steel alignment tool. Now what that's going to do for you is that is going to be way more accurate than a plastic alignment tool. Now I don't know if other clutch companies do that, but Ram clutches supplied this tool for this clutch for ease of installation. Not saying installation is easy and not saying it's hard, but to ease the installation, a steel alignment tool. And also he told me what this allows you to do due to the length of it. It allows you to stack the different parts of the clutch without having to take the whole assembly and set it up there. This clutch is not light. This is a heavy clutch. It's heavy duty. It is built for strength, durability, and to last and to really transmit the power. So this is not your regular AutoZone or advanced clutch. I mean, this is the real deal. This is going to hold some power. But I wanted to show that alignment tool because that is a nice piece and really cool that they include that with the clutch. All right, here we go. We're going to open the box. That's going to include all your paperwork, your setup, installation instructions, and I've got all these Ram stickers. I don't know if that's included with everyone, but these are some really cool stickers. You got some larger ones, and you got these are kind of 3D. They're, I call them maybe puffy stickers, but those are pretty cool. So anyway, we got some stickers there. And then here's the clutch. Now look at this packaging. This is some pretty stiff styrofoam here that's going to keep the clutch nice and secure in the box. I think this is really important because these clutches aren't cheap. You know, these are top of the line clutches. You don't want this thing bouncing around in the box when it's being shipped to you, or even going and picking it up, you know, and driving back to your house like I did. You know, you want this thing to stay put in the box, not bounce around and not get damaged. This is aluminum. You know, this top plate, that is aluminum. You know, you don't want to bounce around. And I know it's a clutch, but I don't want to scratch it up. I don't want to ding it. I don't, you know, nothing like that. So this packaging, I think, is really important. And I think A+ to Ram on that. I think that is top notch. So anyway, enough about the packaging. Let's get this out so you can see the clutch itself. Now I'm not going to disassemble the clutch. It's assembled. So I'm not going to disassemble it. We'll have to do that obviously when we install it. But I just want to get you guys a really good look at this. Okay, so in your bag of goodies that comes with the clutch, you have the installation instructions, and you also have, which I think is very important, and Mike and I talked about it when I picked the clutch up We sat down for a little bit and went over this. He feels it's important, so I feel it's important. You know, I don't think you want to really skip out on this step because, you know, you don't want to risk any kind of damage to the clutch, any kind of damage to any other part of the drivetrain. This is important. This is your setup. You take measurements to ensure that the clutch is installed correctly, to make sure that the slave cylinder is in correctly, make sure you got the correct clearances, so that when you drive your car with the new clutch in, everything goes as it should and the clutch performs the way it was designed. So briefly, I'll kind of go over this a little bit. I'm going to do some, you know, heavy reading on the instructions. I'm going to read all this before I even attempt it, but I'm going to go over this setup sheet and make sure that I know exactly what I need to do to ensure that everything gets installed right and I have no issues. For now, I'm going to use the stock slave cylinder. Mike and I talked about that. He told me to check it and make sure it doesn't just free spin. If I've got a little resistance there, it should be good to go. So I'm going to check it. If I have any questions or think something might be strange with it, I'm definitely going to contact him and, you know, see what he says from there. But like I said, I really want to stress this, you know, check all your clearances. They provide this sheet. It only takes probably, Mike said, about 15 minutes. I mean, why not? You're already there. Why not make sure it's done right? I mean, I'm a firm believer in doing it right the first time. And, you know, that way it saves a lot of headache later. I mean, that's the reason we went with this clutch. We're trying to do this right the first time. That's the reason we went with the Magnum transmission. We're trying to do it right the first time so that I can get plenty of time in the car making passes without being down, without stuff breaking. You know, these are the little things that you can do that doesn't take a lot of time but can save you a lot of headache. But I wanted to show you this sheet. You take measurements of different dimensions, and basically what you're doing is you're ensuring that that slave cylinder is sitting in the right place, that you've got the right travel of the slave cylinder, and that your fingers for the clutch have the right travel, and that the clutch itself wears as it should, and not even to mention that it performs the way it should. So my suggestion, Mike's suggestion, which I take that to heart because he's one of the co-owners of Ram Clutches. He knows what he's talking about. Do your homework first. Take your measurements. Make sure everything is good. Everything will go together like it should, and you'll be good to go. But here it is. This is the Ram clutch. This is what I've been waiting on. Man, this thing is awesome. I mean, it's hard to express how I feel about this. I mean, this is a work of art. You know, I'm not a clutch designer, but man, this is awesome. I don't know what else to say about it. Let me prop this up so I can get you a side view of it so you can see that, and we'll be right back. All right, so here's the side view of the clutch. Like I said, this thing is heavy, man. It's, you know, it's hard for me to get you guys a good view of it. You know, once I go to install it and actually take it apart, I'll be able to show you, you know, the friction disc, the plate in between and all that stuff, the flywheel. I will show you all that stuff. I don't really want to mess with it, like I said, right now until we're ready to install. I'm just going to leave it in this box, sitting nice and pretty until we're ready. And then I can show you guys during the install. I'll show you the bits and pieces of it. And what I want to do is I want to do a pretty thorough install video. Hopefully it won't be too long, but I do want to get that information out and actually, like I said, you know, show you taking the measurements and doing it right and having an awesome working clutch in the end. But here it is. I mean, you can see how beefy this unit is. And this is insane. You can see the discs in there. And like I said, this is metallic. These are metallic friction discs. This is not organic. So this thing is going to bite. This thing is going to transmit some power. And that's what we want, because we want all the power we can get to the tires, and then with any kind of good luck to the ground. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if you can see this dot and this dot here. Now, I don't know about other clutch manufacturers, but Ram does this. This ensures that you put everything together as it should go. Those are alignment marks. You want to make sure that this goes together as it should. So that's just a helpful little feature that they do. Like I said, I don't know about other manufacturers. Just another pro for Ram clutches. All right, so there you have it. There's the clutch. The thing is awesome, is it not? Now, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I really like to see the nuts and bolts, the guts, how things work, the insides, that stuff. I really like to see that stuff, and I hope that you guys do too. So I wanted to share it with you. I don't really do unboxing videos. Sometimes they're okay. I'm not a huge fan sometimes of them, but I definitely wanted to do one for this clutch because, as I've said many times, it's a work of art. I mean, it's beautiful. That thing it's a wall piece. You could hang it on your wall, conversation piece, put it on a coffee table. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to take that and put it in your car. But anyway, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're getting ready to get hot and heavy on these cars. We're trying. We're working as fast as we can and doing as much as we can. But anyway, stick with us. We'll see you on the next one.